a
hallucinate.
Hawaiian. She needs at least 9.5 hours or she ain't working.
Uh,
Hey.
Hiya. Are we there yet?
yeah,
Yeah,
we're
I
there.
we're
oh,
We're
I was like,
there.
my stream's delayed, so I don't know when we are actually starting.
No, we're there. I should
yeah,
give a
we're.
countdown when.
You really should.
I don't have a countdown on when
What the
the
fuck, Daniel?
I was just giving
little.
myself some white face.
I don't have a countdown on when the little
Hi, Mimar. Hi, Kiwi. How are
The
you?
Hi
first
Kiwi,
pick.
howdy
Hiya.
boy. How's
That's
everybody?
me.
I
So,
think
First
Piz
pick.
is in the lost and found. I mean, we haven't found him yet. He's
yeah.
just lost.
Oh
This
yeah,
is
Piz
me,
is
man.
Yeah, the Walmart employees are
Oh
they're on
my
the
god.
megaphone. Hi, we lost your
Easy
son.
boy.
What do they say when
We
they
have a lost
Hi.
child.
we have a
Will
lost
the
child?
parent of
it's
Christian
Piz.
Pizzolo please come to the front? Will the parent of Christian Pizzolo
Please
please come
come
to the front?
to the front. Speaking,
Bro, have you ever had that happen? Had that happen?
I had that happen at a what's it called? When they have like the carnival rides in Mexico. I don't know if they have them everywhere.
Oh,
You got lost there?
I
No, I was pooping.
you got
I was taking a shit.
Oh, it's because Gilbert takes 40-minute shits for those of
Yes.
y'all who don't know.
Yeah. I was taking a shit at the they do it like on Easter. They have like a I think it's on Easter. I don't know. They have like a bunch of like carnival rides, like really shitty looking carnival rides. Anyway,
Gotta
I
love
took a
those.
shit for like an hour and mom thought I got kidnapped.
I took
bro.
a shit for
I mean,
like an
that's true. I mean,
hour.
if you're in
It
Mexico,
happens,
yeah.
man. Yeah, legit. I
That
had to go
could
to the
happen.
hospital because I couldn't use the bathroom. Like I couldn't poop for 2 days. So my parents started freaking out and took me to the hospital. And then we finally got like in the hospital room, and I went to the bathroom and I shit, and it cost us about $3,000. And my parents were
Believe you.
pissed.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming you were so afraid that you were going to the hospital that everything just came out.
I guess. Like I was like it wouldn't come out, and I finally get in the room, and I was like, "Can I use the bathroom?" And they're like, "Yeah, obviously, go." So I pooped, and then I came out, and I was like, "I'm done." And then my dad fucking screamed at me for like 19 days in a row, and yeah, that happened.
Hey, at
Did
least it paid
Yeah.
out.
did y'all try? Nice.
This is a beanie bitch. I fucking I'm going around the goddamn rules.
Justin.
Oh,
Justin.
I'll put
Thank
My
you, Justin.
hair
Thank you.
looks bad.
Thank you.
Should I pull a Daniel and
And
What? He took the
What?
beanie out.
Yeah, my
What?
hair also looks fucked
Oh,
up.
Guys,
you
it's
took
not
the
beanie out.
video? Did you
Yeah.
take the video?
Yeah, look,
Let me
fine.
see.
Look at it. Look at it.
No, what's behind your head? Like
You
pull.
don't see behind my head. It's fine.
No, the whole point is for your whole hair to show.
This is a beanie, not a hat, right? You just said it. You said beanie, not hat, right? But,
Technically, it's still a hat.
is that I don't go to a store and ask for hats and then get beanies. I go to the store and ask for hats and I get hats.
I
Oh God.
we should change the vocabulary so it's just like nothing covers your head except for headphones. I don't know.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
change it completely so that we can't do that, man. Hats are my identity.
That is.
They really are.
That
If
is
you
true.
see Daniel in real life, he'll most likely be wearing a hat.
Yeah.
Almost always wearing a hat.
Yeah,
So
almost.
to take a hat off, guys, is
Hey,
just
hydrate.
Hey, the boy.
Oh,
Boy.
thank you. I was very thirsty.
Nice. Well,
Ew, what is that, Rojas?
There's an empty cup of milk. Rachel made chocolate chip cookies, so we were dipping milk.
I just saw
Aren't
something
you
white go
lactose
down.
intolerant? You were just talking
Well,
about
this
your.
is soy milk, but you know it's milk nonetheless. Soy milk, almond milk, it's all fucking milk.
yeah,
Okay.
but there's a dairy. I don't have dairy milk anymore. Should we talk about Walmart?
Yeah, hit
What's
it.
wrong with Walmart?
Yeah.
Okay,
Walmart did
News.
it again.
Walmart is people are ordering PS5s at Walmart, and
They didn't
then
have a limit,
At
right?
pre-order,
oh yeah,
I never got one.
yeah. So this is the
Oh,
website for those of you who are interested.
I need to watch it in the stream.
Yeah, it basically went down right away, right?
Yep, the
Why
web
can't I see
or
anything on the
yeah,
stream?
the web page immediately crashed.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
You know,
I
it's
can
the
only
same
see our
thing.
faces. Are you supposed to try to show a screen? I
It's
was like
on.
looking forward to it.
It's on.
Oh, there
it's
it
on the
is.
stream.
Is
Yeah.
my stream
So-
got
You're just
delayed?
delayed, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, but basically, Walmart was offering PS5s and to pre-order PS5s, and the website crashed. So now they're completely out of PS5s. Are they refunding them?
Nope,
I was
not
about to
just
say.
that, but people have bots. So people that had the bots out of nowhere bought like 200 or 300 PlayStation 5s
Yeah,
and
that's the story.
immediately sold them for like $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people were able to, like, you know how it's always when it's a new console like that, it's like one or two per person. People bought fucking like literally 200 or 300 at a time,
Yeah.
and
That's
it was just like Carlos
crazy.
said, just sell it
Not just
online.
that, but I heard another story that people that pre-order it never got charged, but they actually sent the PlayStation 5 to their door without getting charged or anything. So they
Oh
clearly got a free
my
one.
god, that's
I wish.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's absolute craziness. What?
Even though like if you went into like the Walmart page, it said, "Oh, it's still in trend. Pretty much, it's still in process." And then out of nowhere, people just canceled it while they got their PlayStations at home for
This
free.
this isn't Walmart's first release of a new console. How the fuck did they mess up this bad?
Right?
Like,
Well,
what were they
actually, no, here's
expecting?
the funny story because when I was in Michigan, like the whole pandemic thing was happening and everyone was buying like the Nintendo Switches because they wanted to play Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon and I did the same thing. I'm sorry, I can't talk. And we went to Walmart and they had like we had gone to four different Walmarts and Targets and they were all out of the Nintendo Switch Lite, which is the only thing that they or any Nintendo. And we went to this Walmart and they had the Nintendo Switch lights, the coral, the pink color, right?
Yep.
And we're like, fuck yeah, they have like four of them. Let's get two, one for me, one for Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
And we go to pay and they're like scanning it and it says that the item like doesn't exist. And it's
Oh.
because they had them out before release and they just put them out onto the shelves and we went to buy them and they were like
You
no,
couldn't.
these
They
don't
weren't
come
out.
out until later. Why, like,
Oh,
you
oh,
can't
fuck.
buy them? And we were like, what, this was your mistake, like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
we should be allowed to buy them because you already had them out, like we were holding them in our hands. And
Mm-hmm.
then they just took them away and then one of the guys was like, the best I could offer you is like a $50 card to Walmart, or I could like try to get y'all in before I could like set two aside. And I'm like, bitch, you only have four. Like you're gonna set half of
Well,
them
Walmart
aside.
only had four.
Yeah, they only
They're
have
taking-
four of the
Yeah,
pink
y'all should have taken
ones.
the gift card. The fuck?
It was $50.
Y'all
Oh,
can't Karen yourself out of that. They're not gonna sell it. There's no way you can Karen
they
yourself
got
into
it.
getting it.
Yeah.
You have no. They got it later.
No,
We
they
got
bought.
the
They ended up
we got
No,
getting
the
the
but not
gray
gray
that
one.
day.
ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was kind of salty and I really wanted the pink one. Then I had to get a stupid gray one, but I sold it,
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
like the
okay.
worst. The gray one's the nastiest, man.
Yeah,
I
no, it
bought a
really
Yeah.
is.
turquoise case for it because I didn't like the color.
It really is gross. Like I don't. I'm not. I have the gray one. I'm not a fan. I really wanted the blue
It
one or the pink
it
one. Like
it looks like a black and white movie.
it
You know
does.
when they're
Yeah.
It
they're
legit
playing a
does.
video game in a black and white movie, that's what it looks like.
The only positive thing about this is that like it looks different.
Why am I so dark?
Like it doesn't look
Yeah.
like a Switch. So like if you're out playing in public, people are like,
What
are you?
is
Is that like a phone? I don't fucking know. Like it doesn't like unless you're directly
that a
looking at the
phone?
bag. Like cause you play like this, right? You play like a little like down or
Yeah.
whatever. Like I don't know. I don't know. It's like I guess it's more like I guess people won't steal this. No one's gonna want this
Because
one.
it's
You
shit.
never know.
Yeah.
It's okay, I
Okay,
sold
one,
mine.
one, two, three. Yeah, for everyone,
All
God
right.
damn.
Yo, you're in
for
some
everyone
Minecraft caves
that
over
has
there.
that has a Switch Lite, I love my Switch Lite. Everyone that I know hates it. I love my Switch Lite. It's
Look,
the fucking greatest.
I
I
didn't hate it, but
I
don't like
I'd rather have a normal Switch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't play any of the normal Switch
Yeah.
games. I wouldn't sit in my bedroom and be like, "Oh, fucking Switch tennis, bro. Let's get that shit." Or I wouldn't like fucking be fishing. Like I only play the story mode games of Nintendo. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about the other ones. So it's perfect because I'll just be alone
Yeah.
on my bed playing my story mode game on the pooper, playing my story. Which ideally the big one is better, but like it's the same thing as the new Xbox. Like you can get the bigger Xbox or the smaller Xbox, but who gives a fuck? You know?
Mhm.
Like it's the same
Mhm.
shit. You're just
Mhm.
gonna bigger or small. I don't know.
Mhm.
That's what I got.
I like
I-
mine. I like it. The only thing I don't like about it is that I can't stream it. That's why I want a regular Switch.
Yeah, that's fucked. I don't know why you
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
I
But
tried
I do
so
like
hard
it.
to
I'm pretty
figure out
sure
a way to
there's a
stream
way.
it. when I was
There
in
has to be a
Michigan.
way.
No,
No,
I
there's
tried
not.
the hardest.
I
My
know we
hardest to
fucking have
find
a
a way.
video of you trying it.
Yeah,
Can we
because
get the Wii
because
connected to the Switch?
there's
I
no
mean, I
way
think
to
you
do
just
it.
needed the capture card.
They don't
And
have
when you,
one.
No, but there's no way to connect it to that
I think the
Nintendo.
connection it's a USB-C, so a USB-C to a
Tap
HDMI
card
to a
slot.
HDMI to the capture card. I'm pretty sure there's a way. It's
Maybe.
tough, but
Maybe.
It's like
there's a
9
way.
cords,
Maybe. It's
Maybe.
14
Yeah.
adapters.
I don't know. I had an HDMI to a digital, right? Is that what they
Don't
are?
give me no
Yeah.
clue.
Like and it
HDMI.
was trash. Like the aspect it would just mess up everything. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about USB-C to HDMI. But maybe I guess that's
I mean,
what
it works.
yeah, that's what people used to connect their phones to like a TV.
Yep.
So I don't know, maybe that works.
Bro, who fucking
Who
knows, man?
knows? Oh
Has
gosh.
to.
Who knows? In Walmart, you fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
Walmart.
give people PlayStations for free. Thank you.
Just use a
Yep.
camera like
And me, I was part of those people. You could give me one. I'm gonna
No,
turn
no, no,
around
no,
and
no.
sell it immediately, but I will gladly take it.
I don't know how
Yep.
PlayStation 5 sells so much so quick. Like, just wait 3 weeks and you'll get one at normal price. Why buy one for literally like 10 times the fucking price? What's the need?
There is none. It's
I mean, the need it would be to be like, oh, I got it first.
that's it. That's really it. I think
You-
there's so much hype around the PS5 just being the PS5 rather than people actually wanting a PS5 to play PS5. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to get the PS5 though. Like, I'm not gonna get the Xbox. Xbox is now dead to me.
Mhm.
You know, you were great. I loved you, incredible, but you're dead to me.
Yeah.
PlayStation is a new lover. You know, I'm gonna get involved with it. We're gonna see how it works, but I want to get a
I'm
PlayStation.
definitely getting the PlayStation 5. So.
Yeah.
I'm not
a
getting
matter of-
either.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell my Xbox and I'm gonna buy
Get smart.
myself a Nintendo Switch. Like a real Nintendo Switch because I do like playing like Smash Bros. And like those games that you play with other people.
Mhm.
That's why I don't like the Nintendo Switch Lite because I can't play like I mean I can play with Brandon, but it's different when you're sitting next to each other, like watching
Yeah.
the same screen and
Well, you
playing.
guys can be watching it on the TV.
Right.
Yeah.
That you
Then
just
we
be
could
sitting next to each other looking down.
exact
Very different.
exactly. So or in the 1-2 switch game where you have to like stare at each other and
Yeah.
Yeah.
milk the
Yeah.
cows. I think that's so funny, and I could take it to his house and we could play with his family or play with my family. Like that's what I would want to do with it. Like I can't do that with my Xbox, and
The
I'm
only
gonna
thing
miss
expensive
GTA 5.
out of it, it will be the controllers.
Yeah, those
The
are. It's like
controllers
80 bucks.
Yep.
80 bucks for two little freaking
Yep.
little six.
For
How much
one.
is an Xbox
For one,
controller?
not
Like
two.
64 bucks.
Yeah.
No.
No, you can get an Xbox controller for like 40 bucks.
Pretty
You just
much
don't get the
one
cool
box
looking one.
includes both.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I
So-
thought it was just for one 60
No,
or
no,
80.
no.
bro.
Yeah.
That's what it used to be with the Wii remotes, right?
Well, I guess
Yeah.
the Wii was
You got the nunchuck and the controller for 80 bucks, and I was like, what the fuck? That's one thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
But
the
these are different.
nunchuck.
These are
Yeah,
Joy-Cons.
yeah, these are different. Joy.
Yeah.
Joy-Cons with different
And you
They
can
bring joy.
and you can buy Joy-Cons and connect them to this if you. The only thing is you can't make
Oh.
this into a TV.
Yeah,
Ugh.
true.
Yeah.
I wish that they could at least make a connection where you could plug it into your TV. I mean, my TV has a USB port in it. I wonder if I just like plug in the charger cable into the USB of my computer or my whatchamacallit if it'll work.
I think my only complaint on the light is the fucking battery life. Like, you can play for 3 hours and a half, and then that's it.
Mhm.
The
Mhm.
fuck are you? It's a mobile platform. How the fuck do I
Yeah.
get 3 hours?
Yeah.
I think I get the same amount of hours on mine.
Bro, yeah, I bet you do. And yours is nice, big, and you can share it
Yep.
Yeah.
on the one little fucking tile.
But you know what? Won't the Switch Pro? And that's why I'm waiting next holiday season or this
We've been saying it for
This
two
this
for 2 years
summer
now.
for the Switch Pro. It's finally gonna happen. It's gonna be better. It's gonna be lighter. The screen's I don't know smaller. Is that what they said? I don't
Do
fucking
you
know.
want it
It's gonna
smaller?
be bigger.
It's gonna be bigger.
Yeah, I, was about to say, I wouldn't want it smaller.
No, I just want to be able to stream out of it. Like I can't stream out of this, or maybe there's some convoluted magical way.
Yeah,
that-
you have to buy like 17 attachments.
Yeah.
Frickin-
Yeah.
No, Daniel.
It's like the iPad in a way that you
Mhm.
have to buy like separate attachment for every single little thing.
Yeah.
The Mac.
You buy the 7000 Mac Pro or the MacBook or
Yeah.
whatever, and they're like, "How do I attach a USB?" And you have to buy a $70 attachment to be able to attach your USB to it.
Did you see
Yeah.
what Apple did with the new iPhone 12? They're not
No.
including the little box, you know, the
Yeah,
little
Or the
thing that
charger
plugs
headphones.
into
or
the wall.
Oh
fucking.
yeah.
They're not including it. And hold on, I
That's
have
how I
one.
don't know why people still simp for fucking Apple. They give you
Okay.
less and less every time. The
We
updates are the
got
same
it.
ones Android
So
had every time.
so this
Did you
is
get
the
it?
charger. This is a charger. No, I don't. I have an iPhone 11 Pro Max, but this is the charger. This is the charging cable that you get in the thing, and
Mhm.
it's a normal like lightning cable, but it's a USB Type C, which can't connect to
So you
any
can't
of
use
the
the normal
already
one.
existing one that connects with a
Yeah.
USB. So you have to buy this separately. That's
Yeah,
some bullshit.
that's always been Apple. How the fuck do you still suck its dick? I don't get it. I don't get Apple dick suckers. I swear to God, man.
But here's the
Every
thing,
time,
Apple.
every new phone is the same shit. Every new PC is the same shit,
I
and they
don't
fucking
care.
double dick that shit every time. I swear to God.
But here's the thing, Apple has been, they've been having wireless charging, so you can buy a wireless charger for like less than that little device.
But here's my problem.
You can't. Android did that
I
2 years
I
ago, but
have
cool, Apple.
I have a pop socket on my phone. So if I want to charge, I'd have to either take off the pop socket, like literally physically unscrew it and take it off, or take my case off in order to place it down and charge. Because
And
I
if you want
have
to
a
have a case, you
charger.
have to buy a special case that
Yeah,
connects to the
Yeah.
fucking
this
thing.
this little thing is one of those things that charge like your AirPods, your watch, and your phone
Mhm.
all together. And I
I don't
can't
have it.
charge my phone because it's wireless charging, and I can.
I
It's
don't
just a
either.
stand.
Yeah.
And super
Yeah.
annoying. But
Damn.
the good thing about Apple is they have a really good ecosystem. So your watch, your AirPods, your
Everything
phone,
is
like
connected, yeah,
everything's connected, your computer.
easily.
Mhm.
Like they drag you in and keep you in because once you're a part of the Apple ecosystem, like you can
It's hard
never
to get
do
out.
anything
You're
else. Yeah.
trapped there forever.
Yeah. It's
I
like
Yep.
mean,
joining a prison optionally. I love prison. Let's jump in that motherfucker.
I mean,
Be
I got
stuck
Actually,
some
I
here
was
really
in
forever.
rich
prison
prisons.
yesterday.
Where's
Huh?
that?
I was in
What?
prison yesterday with Gilbert.
oh yeah.
Oh.
He's
Ow.
in prison,
That doesn't
Yeah, no,
count.
you're right. You're
We
right.
don't
You just
prank.
caught me off guard so hard. I was like, who did you?
I you know that lady from Full House, the one that is married to John Stamos'
Yeah, Mary
character?
Kate or Ashley? Which one?
No, neither of them are married to John Stamos' character. Aunt Becky,
Kiwi
like
was
Aunt
there.
Becky from Full House,
Aunt
she is going to jail because she like bribed the school to accept her
Yeah.
daughter.
Oh, yeah.
And she's going to prison. I'd like to go to the prison she's going to because God knows that's like a fancy ass rich people prison. I'm
I'd
gonna
rather
get
not
I
go to
thought
caviar
it
prison
was
at
for
going
all.
to
dinner.
But
state
like,
prison for like 6 months or eight
you're
months.
not gonna get caviar for the rich
I'm gonna get
prisons. Don't
caviar.
get
I'm gonna
caviar
play
though.
tennis
What do
on
you
my
think?
on the like the out in the yard with my
Yeah, the
freaking
2 hours you get. A
my
nice
poly.
prison isn't a resort. It's still prison. It's
Yeah.
just much nicer than
This
normal
ain't
prison.
this ain't
You're not
Switzerland when they
getting
legit.
caviar
Yeah.
and getting fucking
Switzerland.
massages.
Yeah.
You're just getting more open, options than other prisoners.
Yeah. This ain't.
Switzerland, it's different.
Yeah. This ain't Europe where
Being
they
like,
like
I'm going
put
on
you in a
vacation to
fucking
I'm
prison.
going on
hotel.
vacation.
No.
I'm
Yo,
going to.
I know that in England, a lot of people that are homeless, when there's really cold nights, they'll do something illegal just to get in prison because the London prisons are pretty chill.
Yeah.
So
European
like, when you
prison
need a
is
place to
pretty
sleep,
chill.
go to prison.
European
Yeah.
prison is pretty chill.
Yeah.
It
the-
is if you haven't done if you actually haven't done anything bad.
Mhm.
Martha
If
Stewart.
you
yeah.
haven't killed a person or something like that.
Martha Stewart
Yeah,
went
or
to
else you might-
European prison.
No, Martha Stewart went to rich person prison.
They're private
Oh.
prisons in a way that
Mm-hmm.
you pay to go there.
Which, by the way, how crazy is it that the fucking country allows private prisons as opposed to public prisons? Like, oh, you are a high, established person. You get to go to the private detention.
A
Like, what the
lot of
hell do
prisons.
not everyone go to the
But
same?
here's the thing: a lot of prisons in the United States are privately owned, even the
Yeah.
shitty ones.
Yeah, that's my point. How? Because the public
Because
ones are all shit.
because that's how they make money. I think that's a dumb way. That's why the
I
prison
know, it's
system
just
in the
ridiculous.
U.S. is trash. That's why
Yeah.
so many people go back to prison because it's a private prison
I heard.
system. If
I
the
mean, if you're
government
gonna go to
regulated it, it'd
prison,
be
it's
better.
better to go to state prison than local
Mm,
prisons.
Is it?
bro, I want
Yeah,
to get my
because they're more
PhD, and
maintained.
this is what I want to write my thesis
Oh
about.
shit.
I'm not even joking.
Nice.
I want to get my PhD, and I want to write my thesis on the U.S. prison system and how to make it better.
I
'Cause
wrote an
it's
English
trash.
paper on Louisiana prison systems and how they just keep on getting. I don't know if
Worse.
that's allowed to be said. No, certain people keep on
Overbooked.
getting sent specifically.
Or the
That I
same
don't know
reason
if we
over
can
and
say,
over and over
but
again.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
damn.
Yeah.
So
Broken.
Talking about government, I guess. I got my Trump check in the mail.
What?
what's your
Yeah.
Trump check?
I got, how they sent people the checks a long time ago.
Explain.
Oh my god.
The fucking Sorona,
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
1,200.
yeah, 1,200. I finally got it.
Bro,
My
Stimulus
stimulus
check.
check. Yeah,
Whoa.
I finally
You
got it.
finally got. And how has that helped you live for the last 8 months? Is it really helping you survive for 8 months in a row? That stimulus check, is it working?
No, but um, I mean, I don't need it.
No.
I honestly did need it. If I'm being honest, but I have $1,200 that I need to figure out. I might use that to move.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I
Are
might
you
use
going
that.
to Arizona?
No, 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 back to Houston. I might use that to
Oh,
pay
I thought
for
you were gonna
like.
say to California.
No, I might use that.
Not yet.
I might use. I might use
I was
that.
like, Kiwi's coming.
Yo, chill. I might use that to pay
On your way.
for like the storage and then like for the movers
No,
because
you can
movers
get a
are
plane ticket. It's
expensive.
better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I agree with Carlos. A plane ticket.
I have to spend.
Yeah.
I have to spend storage money either way. So
Yeah,
if I just use
Yeah,
a
but you're not
stimulus
gonna
check,
use all of it.
I'm not gonna use all of it. But like whatever, like that'll be just money for storage, and then whatever money I'm saving up.
Some of it. Some
What-
of it. but
whatever-
You can use the other one.
Yeah, no, I want to save it. I want to just have a budget for that, and then like my budget for my regular
Dude, the
stuff.
storage. I mean, technically, it's what? It's like what?
I have no idea.
20
I have
or
no fucking
40
clue.
bucks
I have no
a
clue.
year, or not a year, a month.
Uh-huh.
Bro, there's
And
so many
then-
different types. There's like the
Yeah.
outdoor one, the indoor one, the small, middle, big. Like I don't know any.
I'm gonna try to
of
get an indoor one, cause I want my stuff nice and
Yeah.
refreshed when I get there.
But I don't think you put a down payment. You
Nice
just start
and
paying.
refreshed.
Yeah.
them. Water it every day.
Yeah.
Just make
I
sure you
want
don't
the
stop
rich
paying.
people storage units where like someone will come in there and like clean my furniture every day, and they'll
Okay,
like.
yeah.
that
See,
a
then
thing?
your
No,
check
I
is
don't
gonna be
know.
gone
Oh, I feel like that'd be sick.
in a day.
Whoa.
Freaking do that.
There's a lot of people that live in storage units,
Brandon and
like
I come.
secretly, but
Oh. you mean
Really?
Homeless people.
yeah, well, that's their apartment. They pay $30 a month to live in a storage unit.
No, I
They
guess.
just sneakily do it.
Oh shit, that's smart.
Yeah.
Actually though.
Legal, but smart.
There was Brandon and I actually considered leaving our stuff in Michigan in storage,
Mhm.
but it was gonna be like it was gonna save us a lot of money because instead of paying $1,700 a month, we'd be paying $60 a month.
Kiwi.
Yeah.
But we were very worried, so we didn't do it, and we sold everything instead. which
Oh,
was a lot
nice.
nicer.
That's my
Now I think
my dream move is
You
to
just
sell
go to the-
everything and buy everything new for the new house
Yes,
or
that'd be
apartment
Then do
so
it.
or whatever.
great.
No, I'm not
So
gonna
great.
do that. I'd rather just use my stuff now. But like,
That's
I mean,
your
that couch is
dream
pretty
move?
comfortable. Not gonna lie, that couch behind you.
it's comfy as fuck. This couch
so
is so
comfy.
fucking
Wait,
comfortable.
when you sit
I
on this
fucking
comfy
love it.
couch?
I've been to Gilbert's.
Yeah,
house
her and
multiple
Brandon
times.
came over.
And
And
to the old
Oscar, her came
apartment,
over. Everyone's
too.
been over except for you
Speaking
guys.
of, if you need help,
I haven't been
moving
over,
stuff,
so
let me and Brandon know. We
I
can
blame
help you
Rona
out since we're here.
We'll get a
Well,
get a
you should go to
makeup
IKEA
man
and
in.
get some new things then.
Hmm?
Speaking about IKEA, ooh,
Oh!
have you ever heard of this show that came out 11 years ago, and it's called IKEA Heights?
No.
IKEA
Guys.
Heights.
I just heard about this show today. It only had like the first episode has like 1,200,000 views on YouTube. It is a show that was completely filmed in IKEA during daytime hours with professional actors. And
No.
consistently throughout the show, you'll hear people in the background be like, "Hey, y'all can't film," and then they cut it to the next scene. Like it is a 9 episode show of LA IKEA and people filming an actual show inside the IKEA. It's like 5 minute episodes, bro. It is genius, man. It's genius. They got kicked out at the end of almost every single episode. They said they're like after every single episode, like the last scene, we were always kicked out.
That's kind of cool. Not gonna
Bro,
Yeah.
lie, I kind of
ridiculous,
want to watch
man.
that.
They
It's
were
on
like nervous
YouTube?
as fuck every time. Yeah, IKEA
IKEA
Heights.
Heights.
If y'all have ever
IKEA
seen
Heights.
what's it called, Fresh Off the Boat?
Yeah, I've
Oh.
seen
You know what that is?
parts.
The main actor, the main dad of Fresh Off the Boat, is the main character in IKEA Heights.
Kim
11
Jong
years ago.
Un.
Yeah, Kim Jong Un.
Yeah.
And this is in the interview.
Not, not the
Not the real.
dictator.
Not the real one.
The
The
Yeah.
one who played him.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
his name, so I just call him that. He was also
know his
in.
name
Bro,
What
I don't know
what
how
was he in?
the
I thought
fear
I
of North Korea
interrupted you. Can
letting
you stop
that
talking?
movie come out. Like, did you hear of all the threats that were coming? Like, if theaters played that movie, that they were gonna get bombed or they were
I
gonna get
remember
hurt. All
that.
according to the news. Like, that was fucking ridiculous off of a goddamn comedy of Seth Rogen, man.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen, man. He had that much
It was
influence.
funny, though.
It's a simple movie. I liked it. I thought it was funny. It's fucking crazy, dude.
I remember we were calling Sony pussies. Cause
Yeah,
we were
because
like,
want to
they-
release it.
cause they
At one
yeah
point they didn't want to release it.
yeah they didn't release it in theaters. They only released it to like straight online. And
Yeah.
I remember being like, they better release it, cause he's not gonna do anything. Like, there's no way, they're just pussies. And then they didn't release it in theaters, and we were like, man, Sony's just a bunch of pussies.
I watched the movie in a plane, like in the
I
plane.
watched the movie with my family because my dad kept telling me to buy it off of YouTube so he could watch it.
What's the
That's
worst
like my
movie?
dad's dream movie.
What's the worst movie you've ever seen in front of your family?
The worst.
At a younger age, I'm assuming. Like, I saw The Hangover
Oh my
with my
God.
mom when I was like 11, and we went through all. You know how the movie ends, and then it's just like, let's show a lot of nude pictures after.
Yeah.
I was with my mom seeing
Oh.
every single one of those, and she'd be like, Daniel, and I'd be like, Mom.
A really bad one is Black Swan.
A lot of
That
lesbian kissing in
lesbian
that.
scene.
Yeah, it's the greatest.
That's so
very-
awkward.
Do
y'all
to
mean
watch.
Bad, like
Like you're embarrassed to watch in front of your
Yeah,
mom.
like awkward. Like you kind of want to close your eyes because like you don't want your parents to know that like you know about sex, but like you know about
Yeah.
sex, so you're like,
I don't really
Huh?
remember. I mean,
that was basically any movie for me.
Yeah.
Any movie for me.
Gilbert gets embarrassed really easily though. So
Yeah, any
Yeah.
movie for me would that has to do with like a makeout scene or anything. I would just be like,
You
know, like-
why would you look at them? That makes it more awkward.
yeah, that does
Kinda
make
like-
it more awkward.
Head, fucking eyes up front. Eyes up
no,
front.
I
Can't
look
see
at them
anything.
and then like I'd look back because I was a little kid and I'd be like, oh, they're normal.
Bro.
Like I was like, this is really
Yeah.
weird. This is really weird. I would hate it when like your parents walk in on you watching a movie and it's like sex.
In the middle of a sentence.
Yeah, it's like sex.
Whoa.
I remember I was watching Game of Thrones in
Oh,
in
no.
I was watching Game of Thrones in my room or in like the media room that I have, and my mom walks in and it's like fucking what's her name? White hair bitch.
Oh, Daenerys.
It was
with
Daenerys
Big
having
Boy.
having sex with
Big Boy.
Aquaman.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh.
she's
That
like,
she was
"Hi,
so
what are you
good.
watching?" And I'm like, "I'm watching Game of Thrones." And then she's just watching them
You watching
fuck.
porn, you
She's
retard.
watching them fuck. Yeah. And then she's
Ladies
like,
were so good.
"Okay." And then she walked out, and I'm like, "Why?" And then yeah. Yeah.
Bro.
yeah,
Bro, I remember
that's
when
true,
I,
Kiwi.
when I was like 12, I found there was a store by my house in a mall called FYE,
Mhm.
and they sold porn there. So I was somehow able to get my hands on a hentai CD. Hentai. by the
Wait,
way.
they sold porn there?
Yeah, they sold porn in the back corner. Man.
Oh.
And I switched. I would look, but they were covered. So I would always look, and the genres were there, but you couldn't see the fucking like front. So I remember I don't condone this. I went in that section. I grabbed a CD and I switched it into a normal movie. You know, like you take the
Okay.
CD out, you put it in another DVD, and then you close it. I did it. I was 12. Okay, fuck it. I go home. I put it in my Xbox. Just happens. I forget about it, and the next day I turn my Xbox on with my mom and brother upstairs, and they see it, and I fucking freeze. You know how things happen sometimes where you don't do anything, you just sit there like,
Yeah.
the
Oh
fuck?
my
Yeah.
I didn't turn it off. I didn't turn the volume down. It was just the middle of the scene, where it's screaming pretty much. And I just sat there frozen. And my mom ran and unplugged my fucking TV, and she was like, "Oh God, man, I was so
Oh, what
fucking
kind of conversation did you have after that?
none. My mom unplugged it and walked away. And I was like,
When
God,
when was the next time you
oh,
spoke to your parents after that?
the next day. Yeah.
The
You
next
just
day,
I went
avoided
to
them?
sleep that day. I
dude.
didn't talk to her the entire rest of the
I
day.
can
And then the
imagine
next
you
day,
at the family table and your dad like, Daniel.
and my dad's like that asshole understanding dad, which he's really cool about it, but it makes it worse. Where he's like, "Look, I understand, kids masturbate." I'm like, "Don't say that. Don't say that. To my fucking no, that's not a thing. People don't do that." Oh God, I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed for
I'd
about
be
a day.
embarrassed too.
Dude.
I asked for
You
the DVD
dirty,
back.
dirty man.
Yeah.
They
when
didn't give me the DVD
when
back.
my dad brought up masturbating for the first time, I had no idea what it was still.
What, dude? That's
So
why.
so he was
Gilbert, that's
like,
why I
so he
loved
this was
you.
before I met y'all. This is before I met Daniel and like the junior high group, which basically introduced me to everything. But like I basically got caught.
Yeah.
I got caught looking at porn or whatever, and then my dad goes like, "Guys masturbate," and I was like, "What's masturbating?"
Shut up.
No. Oh no, you didn't.
Can't.
What's
I
next?
can't.
Okay,
I can't.
okay. What's the first time you'll ever? We're going into the fucking adult podcast. What's the first time you'll ever saw a porn that you remember of? Like it didn't have to be you didn't. Just you saw it. What? Yeah, Gilbert. Yeah, Gilbert.
Shut
Um,
it,
for me it was Girls Gone Wild on TV.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even realize
Yes.
that as a fact. Yeah, that was probably mine too. Then
Yeah,
shit.
I was just switching to the channels and I was like,
I never
what?
No, man. I'd be on Adult Swim watching Inuyasha, and all of a sudden you'd see girls taking their. What the fuck?
I
Yeah, dude.
freaking love Inuyasha.
Oh yeah, dude.
I'm
That shit
very
was great.
passionate about that show. I really love that show. It's my favorite anime. I'm
What's your
not even gonna lie.
favorite
It's my
anime?
favorite anime.
What's the girl's name?
Um, oh shit. I only know Inuyasha. Bye.
And I forget his name too. I think it's Kagome.
Her
Right? It's
Kagome.
Kagome?
It
Yeah.
is Kagome. You're
Kagome?
correct.
Kagome?
If you've never watched it, watch it. Yeah, it is Kagome.
I remember my first time I ever watched anything was in first grade, and this kid had
First
filmed.
Dude.
Grade?
This kid had a camera
parents.
phone in first grade,
And he filmed
and
his
he
parents.
filmed the computer.
Oh,
He filmed the computer, and he was
okay,
like,
that's better.
"Hey, yo, look at this!" And he gave it to me, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? I just saw people fighting naked." And he was like, "Dude, that's porn." And I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Yeah, you see people naked. You're in fucking first grade. You're 6 years old, and you just see them fight. They're wrestling naked, bro. It was that was the first time. It was Max Klein too. I'm dropping names.
Oh my
Just
god!
saying it, you know, dude.
Max Klein.
It's
Bro.
literally Max Klein.
I
just
can't believe you just
posted,
outed him like that, bro.
Nah, he doesn't watch his. No one here knows who Max Klein is.
Turns out he does.
Imagine? That'd be fucking
Hi,
crazy.
Max. What's up? Welcome to 3CC.
What's up, Max?
It's a little crazy, man.
But yeah. Yeah, I learned a lot in middle school. Particularly
did.
seventh grade. Seventh grade, I learned a lot from.
Okay, well, can I say, Gilbert always deems his 7th and 8th grade years as he hated everyone in band, which is valid to say because God, we did bully him. But a 7th grader coming in and not knowing what a vagina is was just
Gilbert.
so entertaining.
I
Gilbert.
didn't. I
So
didn't.
You did know.
entertaining, man.
Yes, you did know.
No,
what
I
a vagina-
didn't.
You
No.
came out of one.
No,
There's
he
no way
had
you
no
didn't know.
idea.
I had no idea.
He was the most innocent, nice little Mexican boy, just super in it. And we had like a group of 5 people that were just the most disgusting people in the world.
Yeah, you
with
had
you.
Preston. That's enough.
You had Max Salinas, you had Randy, you had me, and then you had all the other people around. No, you weren't gonna get out anytime soon without knowing all the other shit, dude. It was super fun.
Yeah.
It was super
Oh,
fun.
poor Gilbert.
So it
Yeah.
just took a turn. Sorry, D boy.
Yeah, we're gonna be a little more real with
Anyway.
this.
Anyways, says Kiwi.
Well, you can't be awkward about this, Kiwi. You're old. Come on, this got to be normal.
You're
This can be something
old.
that we can talk about. Maybe not everyone, but us between friends, that should be fine.
Yeah, that's literally our friend group conversation. Friendsgiving. This is what the conversation turns to because Daniel is there.
Nah,
Exactly, yeah.
what?
No,
No.
it
Y'all
doesn't start with
remember? Y'all
Daniel, but I
remember
definitely
the
egg
You
it on.
first?
know what it starts with? It starts with pizza box,
It
and then
starts with
every
pizza box.
and then
No,
everything just
because
takes a
I
turn.
remember the first Friendsgiving we had when Oscar wasn't there. We had that whole conversation and we FaceTimed him and everything and that
It was
shit took a turn and we weren't drinking or nothing. We were eating dinner.
Yeah, yeah,
I
we were
don't
eating them.
remember.
It was a casual conversation.
I don't
I
remember.
think when you're friends with how long
It was
we've been friends, to think of that as a taboo means you're not that good of friends. Like
Oh,
you got to be able to be that
oh,
open.
I
well,
remember.
yeah.
Like maybe V being like new to the group, I get it, but like most of us have known each other for more than 8 years.
Yeah, yeah,
Like over 8 years, you can't speak about
almost
that shit.
10,
Like I don't want to be your friend. Shit.
almost
I
10.
want to
Yeah,
be
for
your
sure.
friend.
Yeah, if people are that close to where after 8 years, I still can't be like, yo, sex, and they're like, oh my god, don't tackle. Come on,
Yeah, true.
it's perfectly natural. It happens. That's how you were made. So I was made. Like, why are we gonna ignore it? Have you all heard about the recent?
Bless
Have
you.
you all heard about the recent thing where people are saying that you should talk about your salary instead of not talk about it because not talking about your salary lets people
Mhm.
pay you less because you don't know what the even
Yes.
payment is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I work. Anyway. Um.
You work?
Yeah, I work, and
Congratulations.
we are told not to talk about our salary.
Oh,
And at
With
first,
each
I was
other,
like,
I feel.
since it was like my first like real big boy job, big girl job, whatever you want to call it, big person job,
good
adult
person.
job, since this is
Yeah,
my first
true.
adult job, I didn't really think about it. It was just like, oh hey, this is what you're getting paid. Um, don't really go telling about it. I was told a long time ago that it's rude to talk about
Yeah,
it, to talk about your
Well,
salary with other
people you
people.
grow up
Like
Well,
with, right?
yeah.
when I was high school, it was like, oh, it's rude to ask people what they make, and I was like, oh, okay. So like when they told me not to like really talk about it with my employees, like with my coworkers, I was like, oh, okay, it's whatever, yeah, blah blah blah. But then, I work with Oscar, and he started like asking people around or whatever, and it was just kind of like, oh shit, this is why we're not allowed to talk about it because like the moment you realize that the person next to you is making more than you when you're doing the same fucking
Oscar
job,
realized the
yeah,
person. Yeah.
yeah. The
He got
moment,
pissed.
yeah, the moment you realize the person next to you is making more money than you and you're doing the same job is when like you're like, hey, what the fuck's going on.
Yeah,
So
business don't want that shit.
yeah, yeah, and like it's like, but it's like, yeah, I forgot
I
what I
mean,
was gonna say.
okay.
Go
I mean,
me.
like, I'd be mad. I'd be mad if I found out that someone doing the exact same job as me,
Mhm.
that we were hired doing the same thing, and
well,
I
you're probably
put
doing
in more.
more, and
Yeah,
yeah,
because Oscar was doing more at the
Mhm.
time, and he was
Yeah.
making way less, or he was making a solid amount less than some girl who he said didn't really do anything ever.
Mhm.
So it was like, I'd be pissed. Like, I feel like you shouldn't talk about it within the business,
oh my
but you
god,
can talk. What?
Good luck, D-boy.
Kill
I
her.
hope the best.
If
I
she's
hope
still
the best.
watching, we're talking about the
Uh,
economy now and
the
yeah,
why
economy.
you should talk about your salary around your coworkers.
Yes. Well, not around your coworkers. I think that you should discuss your salary when you are looking for a new job and you
Hmm.
talk about, because a lot of people, you know how sometimes they ask you like, what salary do you want to receive? And then most people are like, don't want to
Most
say it.
people, I feel like lowball.
Yes,
yeah.
because
Most
they
people
want to get the
lowball.
job.
Yeah.
And I think that that's wrong and you shouldn't do that because
I'm sorry, D-boy.
D
you don't
boy.
get Aw. But I think that you shouldn't lowball yourself. You should tell them this is exactly what I was making at this job beforehand, and the job that I'm going into requires me to do more things, so I need you to pay me more money
Mhm.
than what I was making. And if not, then it sucks. Like I'm not gonna work here.
What's up,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
people?
then there's the fear that you ask for too much and they don't give you the jobs. See, my mentality is like, which probably isn't right, but like you start low and you work yourself up anywhere you go. right? So wherever the fuck you're gonna go, you start wherever you start, and you
Mhm.
just fucking work hard and keep going up wherever the fuck you are. But there's places that like you can't go up. Like no matter how
Yeah.
hard you work, they're not gonna promote you.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
that's where it starts sucking. Where like you got to be aware of what's happening. Like you're
Mhm.
That's
doing
the
much more
job
than
I'm in now.
everyone, and you're just stuck right in that same fucking place. And they're never gonna promote you because they like you where you're at.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm at that point where I want to start looking for something else to do, like
Yeah.
either within the
You know?
company or like somewhere else. And I think Oscar's he's been there for a while.
So
Yeah.
what are your
Because
options?
like I don't know, some other bank.
I
Oh,
mean, you can start looking
Would
while
you
you
go
still
to
have a
another bank?
job.
I would go to another bank if they paid me more. Yeah, I'd go to another bank.
Bro,
Even though the benefits aren't. They say that where I'm working, like the benefits are like the best or whatever, but you
who does
know.
that say?
They're
That
always
bank?
gonna say that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're,
Who
yeah,
does
yeah,
that
yeah.
bank
they're
tell you
always
So
this?
gonna say that.
yeah, so I mean they are pretty
Bro,
good, but you know it's
maybe it is. Yeah.
as long as I get insurance from like a company, you know, and like
Mhm.
pretty decent insurance, then like I'm
Yeah.
okay, you know, I'll be good. But like because you can always get your own insurance also, um, but
I'm
I don't
pretty
know.
Apparently,
stupid
if you
about
get your own
insurance.
insurance on the side, it can be more expensive.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say it might be more
Because
expensive.
Yeah, getting
part,
private insurance is a bitch.
yeah,
Mhm.
part of it the company pays for it, and sometimes I mean you pay the other half in a way.
Yeah,
There's some parts that
Yeah.
they pay 75% and you pay 25%.
that makes
So
sense.
I don't know how much shit costs in the real world. Like I had my endoscopy right last
yeah,
week or whatever the fuck,
dude, that shit.
and
Yeah,
I had to pay for it. So I went up and I was like, yeah, I have this insurance, and they're like, oh, okay, it's gonna be 500, and I was like, I have insurance, and they're like, yeah, it's 3,000 normally. I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know. Like
You
I
legit
thought
Dude,
said
yeah.
500
I
was
have
a lot.
insurance.
Yeah, I was like, wait, does my insurance not cover it? And they're like, yeah, it covered 2,500 of it. And I was like,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it depends on your
When I
deductible.
got
That's
into
what
Yeah,
a
they
car
say.
exactly.
accident, just the ambulance ride was $5,000,
Dude,
God damn, man.
yeah,
and I ended up paying $1,000.
So I always
yeah.
say no to the ambulance.
Yeah, I
And
legit would take an Uber
I mean, I was in
if
a
I
car
could, of
crash.
course. Yeah,
Uber,
I also
your
had
like
no option.
appendix is
I was
bursting, and
in a
you're like,
car crash, and
call me the
I hit
Uber,
my
bro.
head, so like I
Uh-huh.
had to, like
Yeah,
I
Carl
was
Skate's
just
no
like,
option.
Yeah.
Yeah, they take you.
yeah.
I had a panic attack here last year.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I had a panic attack and I was freaking out cuz like I didn't know what was happening. Like legit like I was just like what's happening? I'm going to die. Like and like my fear was that if I were to die right here right now, no one would probably know for like at least a week. And my body would just be rotting in my apartment for a week before anyone sort of
Probably they
like
can smell it from the outside after
So
I
you have to
get.
open the windows up so they see the guy sleeping in the floor for 9 days in a row.
yeah.
Oh, he's still there, man.
Yeah, but anyway, so like yeah, you would kill, you would know now. But at the time, you know, like aside from my parents, like I feel like, and they would only really call me on the weekends sometimes. Like I feel like no one
Okay.
would know for a week. So I, in my freak out, I called the ambulance because I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if I'm just gonna pass out. Cause like my heart was just like fucking going everywhere. Like
Yeah.
I would do everything possible to try to calm down or just whatever, and it would just like keep spiking up randomly, and I was like, well, I don't know what the fuck is happening. So I called them and they came over, and they like tested me and shit, and I signed off to not take the ambulance because they said I was fine. I was just freaking out. I was just having a panic attack. But after that, I was like scared because I thought I was gonna have to pay. I thought I was gonna have to pay for the ambulance, like because EMTs came into my house and they like tested
My
me
God.
and
Yeah, like they
everything.
worked on you.
Yeah, but I never got anything. So you know,
Yeah.
fun
That's
fact:
awesome.
you only pay for it when you take it back. You don't pay for it if they come. If they come and you say no and you sign off saying you're okay, and then like you don't take the ambulance, you don't have to pay for it. But if you do take it, you do have to pay for it.
There's times like with Carlos where they're obligated to take you,
Mhm.
which that I would be so mad about.
I'd be
Like
pissed too.
I would
Like
be
I should be able to
so
say
mad.
no. I don't want to pay
I
two
mean, they
thousand.
gave me the option, even though I had a cut in my head. They were like, "You don't have to," but I
Oh,
was like,
shit.
I felt dizzy. I
Yeah,
felt
you
like I
didn't know
was
where
gonna
you were.
faint.
Yeah, you don't know what's
I
happening.
knew
Wow,
where I
yeah.
was,
Mhm.
but like I felt like I wasn't in the moment.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
like, because I remember just waking up right next to the tree and just like looking at
That's
the tree and be
crazy.
like, "Damn." I mean,
The
when it
fuck just
happened, nobody
happened?
was there, and I just saw a car pass by, turn around, and they were like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I'm like, touch my head. I'm like, I'm bleeding,
Yeah.
but I'm fine.
God.
Yeah. I think the
You're
worst
good, man.
thing being by yourself is that like you don't have anyone to tell you to check on you, because
Mm.
like
Yeah.
you have no idea what's happening, right? And then like
Yeah.
so you don't.
Yeah, you sit with your own thoughts, wondering what the fuck's happening.
Yeah, yeah. So you don't have anyone to tell you like, oh yeah, it's fine. You seem okay or
I
whatever.
mean, I crawl out of the
That's
car. Now, I mean,
crazy.
I didn't crawl, but like I got myself out of the car.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Dude, that sounds scary as fuck. Have y'all ever been in a big car crash? My biggest car crash, like that I've been, because I've been in car crashes with my mom and dad, where they're like relatively bad, not that bad. But my biggest car crash was hitting a fence. Like
Nice.
I broke like 4 or 5 boards on accident because like I stalled, and you know when you have a stick shift and you stall, you like jump around in the
Yeah.
car. Well,
Oh.
the car was right in front of the fence, so it jumped into the fence and broke like 4 or 5 boards.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I was so mad, man.
I mean,
I
I
think
crashed
the
because of a spider. I mean, like
Bro, it
that's
you
a
happens.
get better
dumb.
than
It
That's the
happens, man.
Actually, I almost crashed because of a grasshopper on the outside of my windshield, so maybe that's why. But I didn't crash. I think my biggest crash was that there was a cat coming into the road, and the I was in the middle lane, and there was a guy in the right lane, and the cat came this way, and the guy on my right stopped, and I was like, oh, I wonder why that guy's stopping, and the cat was in front of me. I was like, oh shit! So I stopped, and the guy that was on the right lane, he saw that that guy was stopping, so he was like, oh, let me get in the middle lane because this guy's stopping for no reason, and then he hit me because I stopped after.
here's the thing that happened here in Houston lately.
Oh.
Whoa.
A guy hit, I think, a deer. It stopped to help the
Mm,
deer out.
I know
An
that.
18 wheeler came in behind him and
And
killed
kill
him.
the guy.
And killed the
No.
guy and the deer.
Damn.
Whoa.
First of all, if I hit a
This was
deer,
in like on a freeway,
if
major
I hit a
freeway.
deer, I'm not about
Dude.
to fucking get out of my car on a freeway to check on the deer. I say
Oh, I
fuck you,
would.
deer, and I keep driving.
If the deer wasn't cut in half by my car, I'd probably check on the deer.
You
I'd stop and be like,
fun
look, I'd try to
fact,
pull its legs out of the fucking road and
fun
shit. Like, let's
fact,
go.
I have very vivid pictures of when we ran into the deer, and
Oh yeah,
doesn't
tell us
smell
that
good.
story. You never told us that story.
Oh, okay. So Brandon and I were in Colorado Springs. It was our last night there.
Sorry, D-boy.
It was our last night there, and we were driving back from
What was loud?
getting some gifts for Daniel and Rachel, and we were on our way back, and we were thinking about what to eat. We were on our way to Smashburger, and then the truck in front of us hits a deer. It goes under the truck because this truck is lifted, and then we hit the deer behind. Brandon drives a Hyundai Genesis, so it's low to the ground already,
Mhm.
and this is a big ass deer. So I'm looking at my phone, and then I kind of look up really quickly for no reason, and then I just feel like we hit a rock, like a massive boulder in the middle of the thing. Brandon's car got airtime. We landed back, and then we can feel like it sounds awful. It's the worst sound ever. It's just like you can hear all the bones getting
No.
crushed, and you can hear it scraping like at the bottom of the car and feel it scraping, and we can feel that we're dragging it. So it's stuck on the back left wheel of his car, and
So
we're
it's probably dead,
dragging it.
right?
So yeah, we were close to a stop light, so we pulled out to the side and we stopped, and Brandon's like, I just hit a deer. Like, oh my God, I just hit a deer. The funny thing is that Brandon had been complaining or hadn't let me drive because he was afraid of us hitting a deer, and then we hit a deer. But, um, so
Jesus.
yeah, so we hit this deer, we stop, and we're stuck here. And like, we don't see anything wrong with the car, but I smell it. It smells like dead
Yeah.
meat that's been cooking because it's warm
Ooh.
down there.
Yeah.
So
And you were dragging it as well.
Brandon's
Yeah.
trying to like go, and we can't. Like, this guy's stuck to the wheel, so Brandon has to like basically floor it. And thank God there's like a Dickie's barbecue right there, and we park in the gas station of the Dickie's barbecue, and we
Oh,
get
boy.
out, and the first thing we see, we get out of the car, we go to the front. There's no bumper damage, which is crazy. Like, there was like one scratch or one thing was broken at the bottom. And we go check the front, and there's just like this green liquid coming out of the front, and it's just like pooling in front of the car. And we're like, what the fuck is this? I'm calling my dad because my dad was a mechanic. I'm like, Dad, we just hit a deer, and this car is leaking this green fluid, and he's like, that's radiator fluid, like turn off the car, you can't drive it because it's gonna overheat. So I guess the deer pierced our radiator with his stupid little
Was
bones.
it a
Oh
buck or was
no,
it a
poor
doe?
deer that you killed. The fuck?
I didn't. He didn't kill it. The fucking truck in front of us did, and then took it, gave it to us to
No,
freaking
the
Was
finish
truck
it
in
it.
front of you
Double tap.
concussed it. You finished the job.
was
You
And
just
it
said you
then
dragged it for miles under
we
your
did
right
drag.
wheel.
It
Yeah.
wasn't a miles. It was like a
Okay,
hundred
okay.
feet.
was it a
But
buck or was it a
Okay.
doe?
I never saw it. So I remember when we
Oh.
called the tow truck to come get the car. Keep in mind, it's a Saturday night. Like we're supposed to drive home tomorrow morning on Sunday, so we could be home for work that that Monday. And it's Saturday night. Everything is closed, so all the Caliber collisions like don't open until 9 a.m. on Monday.
Mhm.
And we're sitting there. Brandon's on the phone with his mom, who's just so happens to be his insurance agent, and I'm on the phone with my dad and the tow truck, trying to get a tow truck to come tow the car to somewhere that his mom tells him to. And um, the guy, the tow truck gets there, and he's like, "Hey, y'all hit a big ass deer," and we were like, ah, yeah. And he was like, you hit it with this car? And we were like, yeah. And he's like, I'm so surprised that your car's not totaled because that deer was big. And then the next day we drove by and I saw the fucking carcass still laying
Oh
on the
my
side
god.
of the road.
Oh my
And
god.
it looked like, y'all know what Loki looks like, his size.
Mhm.
That's what
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
looked like. That's how
The
big
fucking
only the
wolf.
torso was. Yeah, that's only the
Damn.
torso was the size of all of like Loki's body.
Mhm.
Oh
Loki, by
my
the way, for y'all in
god.
chat, is my 110-pound German Shepherd. So it's 110 pounds. He's a big ass dude, and we hit that shit. So then we had to stay an extra
You
week
hit that shit.
in
That's
Colorado.
fuck. That's fine. I remember, Carlos. Do you remember Camilla's picture that she sent you that you showed me when
Yeah.
she hit the deer and it split in half and went through
Yeah.
her window?
Oh my
Bro,
god.
that shit is crazy, man.
That's so scary.
I
Like
mean,
that
that's
it
what
could
they
come through your
say. Whenever
window.
you see a deer, you have to speed up. You're not supposed to stop.
The slowing down has it go up, speed up
Yeah.
makes it go under.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
Or
that's
go
why it went
under.
underneath us because we hit it
Yeah.
so fast. We were going right behind this truck.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
that's so
and
crazy.
in Rosenberg they teach people how to drive with deers on the road. Like, you know how if you learn how to drive in the north, they teach you how to drive in snow
Yeah.
or in
Yeah.
ice, and they don't do that down here because that's not a need. But like
Yeah.
in like small town like Texas, they teach you how to drive to like
With
avoid
deer.
deer or whatever. Like, oh, if a deer happens to like pop in front of you, this is what you do. But like
But
in
honestly, you don't see that coming anyway.
yeah,
Someone getting
yeah,
fucking.
but in Katy they don't do that. Like no, but like it's nice to know, just to know, because like if you
Thank you, Funky
understeer
Monster.
or
Appreciate
oversteer,
it.
they teach you how to correct for it, right? Like
Yeah.
if
I
you start losing, if your car starts
mm,
sliding, you like aim for the direction you're going, right? And then like if you don't know that, you don't know what to do, and you just fucking like spin out or whatever.
if I ever get
Maybe.
caught in the ice, I'm screwed.
Mhm.
I mean, if I don't know how to explain it, but if your car is turning sideways, let's say if it's turning to the right, so apparently you're supposed to turn it to the left.
Yeah,
Your
you're
steering
supposed to
wheel,
turn it in the way that you want to
the
correct to.
opposite. Yeah.
Yeah, in the opposite way. So like if you're hydroplaning and your car starts like swerving right, you're supposed to turn
The opposite. Or
The
the other
opposite. Oh, yeah.
direction.
Interesting.
Have
Wait,
y'all ever
is it
hydroplaned? That's
wait,
my biggest fear.
Yes, I have.
Wait, this is what?
It's fun.
Oh, bro, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
terrified
when you're
of
Hop
just
up.
going straight, but if
You're
it's
waiting
like,
for Gil? Waiting for what, Kiwi? Are you gonna play with her on her stream?
I don't know. Apparently.
Oh,
I
you
I
didn't know?
maybe she messaged me. I don't know. I have my phone on silent.
Oh, you have your phone on silent.
how nice.
Interesting.
Mm. So no one can get in
I-
contact with you, huh?
How convenient,
No, it's just
Gilbert.
so that you don't hear on the
Where's Joy? Where's
stream.
Joy? Oh, I get it,
Oh,
I
she's
get it.
just
We
waiting.
joke, we
She's
joke.
waiting. Hi, pup. What's up?
Are we over time already? How long have we been
No.
streaming?
We have like a minute.
We have a minute.
We have 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
So just one more minute.
Oh, we have 5 minutes.
Do we?
5
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because we
That's
start
true.
with a 5 minute timer, so we
Yeah.
don't start until 5 minutes.
Oh
You know what I
yeah.
don't understand? I don't understand how people can have 6 or 7 DUIs. Like, how is it after
Same.
the third DUI they're like, "Here's the keys, not again, man." Like the fuck? That's three. Like how do they get to seven? How do they get another car? They have a fucking breathalyzer
He-
to start the car.
Here's
How?
the thing: they have good
Wait, do
lawyers.
they actually have that? How does that work?
Yeah. They have breathalyzers that are directly attached to the engine, and you have to be able to breathe in it. And if
So your
you're over
keys
the
are
amount, you
fucking.
can't start.
Honestly, you can be driving and it can make you blow into the breathalyzer. And
Yeah.
like
Oh.
if it
Really?
comes back positive,
Yeah.
the car just won't start.
Shuts.
Like
Damn.
it lets you like slow down and get off to the side, but yeah, it
Yeah.
fucking turns.
That's pretty
And that
cool.
shit happens, but people still get 8 or 9 DUIs by the
Yeah.
time they're like 35. I don't
To
get it.
me, after your third one, like that's it. Like you're done.
Yeah.
You
That
Mhm.
shit
shouldn't be able to
fuck.
drive again.
Also, in some states, if you're caught on like any other drug, meth, heroin, marijuana, ideally don't do any of those. Um, they still make you breathalyze. So you still have to take a breathalyzer, even though your DUI wasn't off of alcohol; it was off of another substance. So you're still
Mm,
stuck doing that shit. That was weird, but yeah,
damn.
yeah, dude, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's my biggest fear. My
That's your
parents
biggest fear?
installed like my
To
parents
get
were
a
like, if you get a
DUI?
DUI, your life is done. I
Yeah.
was like, what do they mean? They're like, your life is done. I'm not gonna talk
I
to you.
mean,
None
it
of your
stays
family's
in
gonna
your
talk to you. You're
record.
out.
It stays in
Fuck,
your
bro.
record.
True.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah, that's
I don't know
scary,
if
dude.
it's in your record, but it stays in your driving record for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah, dude. It becomes like a problem to get simple jobs. Like it's a legit thing that employers will
No,
look at and be
not
like, "Nah, I'm
really.
good." Yeah,
Not,
no,
I
in
mean,
in
Well,
if
Texas,
that.
for driving, but not for like a regular job.
no, yeah. Well, any job where you do have to drive,
Yeah,
not like as the job itself, but like simply getting to work. Like
yeah,
I know McDonald's doesn't accept a lot of DUI people.
yeah,
McDonald's, what do you drive for McDonald's? Nothing. But they're saying like the thought of you driving to work and back, they don't want it. They don't want the possibility of you driving to work drunk and getting to work drunk.
yeah.
Like
Mhm.
it's a
That's true.
getting a DUI fucks a lot of things up.
That's so
McDelivery.
crazy. I
Delivery.
didn't even know that.
Yeah. We're talking about. I don't know that talking about that reminded me of how
McDelivery.
Mac
That's right.
delivery.
They do have to drive now.
Talking about that reminded me how like Volkswagen, right? Veronica has a Volkswagen.
I do.
So recently, I think last year, maybe 2 years ago, they got caught cheating on their carbon emission test.
Oh yeah.
So
Really?
so basically,
Audi too.
yeah,
They're the
yeah,
same.
yeah, because but like basically, any car that was like owned by Volkswagen, you know how like there's regulations to like how like the emissions that a car can give out, right? So
Right.
Volkswagen put in a program in their car to where their car would notice, like the programming would notice when it was being tested for carbon emissions, and it would like do like the limit. But as soon as
That's
they took
freaking
it off,
crazy.
it would go to like normal, which was like way beyond the limit. Like, and then someone found out. I don't know how they found out, but someone found out that Volkswagen had that in their car, and they were cheating the emissions test, and they were actually like shooting out like a bunch of extra carbon that they weren't regulated to do. And because of that, they got like a bunch of bad PR, right? So this is really cool, sorta. But like, ever since that, ever since then, Volkswagen has made an initiative to like go fully electric by like a certain like 2025 or something like that. And so because of them, like Honda is pulling out of Formula One, because Honda has a Formula One engine. They supply Red Bull, both Red Bull
Yeah.
teams, and they supply like another fucking team. But like they're gonna pull out of Formula One because they also want to focus on like electric cars too now. So
Yeah.
Volkswagen came out with like a
And
full line of electric cars, and they basically have like they have like like the Volkswagen like little van, like the super
Yeah.
hippie van. They're coming out with a like electric one, and it looks like a van
oh,
from
that'll
the
be
future. Yeah, it looks crazy.
that'll
And
be cute.
Yeah, and then they have like a little car. They have a big. They came out with like a full line of electric cars, and then like now Honda's gonna do that too.
Ford's
like,
doing it as well. It's 'cause they
Yeah,
have to. Like they
Yeah.
literally
that's their
have to do it.
future though. Of
yeah.
course.
No, it is, but like it's crazy how like and even with like Formula E, cause like the big question there was like, oh, Honda's pulling out of Formula One. Like, what's gonna happen to all the drivers? Like, they're probably gonna go to Formula E. There's like Extreme E, which is like rally racing but with electric cars now. So like it's crazy how like all that's just going to like electric now. And because Volkswagen is pulling out of like petroleum, Audi and like Porsche I think too, right? Porsche also owned by Volkswagen, I think. Like maybe, I don't know. But like any car that's owned, any like manufacturer that's owned by Volkswagen is also pulling out of like motorsports, and they're all gonna go to electric. So like Ducati is owned by Volkswagen. I know that one for sure. Like the Ducati bikes are gonna stop being made petroleum, and they're gonna be made electric.
Bro.
So yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy.
It just reminded me
That's
of that.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah, kind of
That's the
boring.
future, man.
Yeah, kind of
It's the
boring
future.
subject.
If you buy a stick
end
shift
on.
today, it's an anti-theft car, guys. Except when you're in Europe, which is most of the people, get a stick shift if you're in America.
I drive a stick
Get a
shift.
stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
I-
drive
Get
a stick.
a
shit.
stick. Stick shift's just fun, man. It's anti-theft.
It's so much better to
Anti-theft.
drive. It gets kind of boring. It gets kind of annoying in traffic, but
Yeah.
it is, and it kind of sucks also when like none of your friends know how to drive stick, and you have to
No,
kind of
we
drive
figured
everywhere.
that
'Cause
out
Holy
the
shit,
hard
fuck the
way
Miller.
with Daniel.
Yeah.
You always got
We-
Oscar.
Oh, that's a
who
story
wants
for
to drive
next
your
time.
car.
No, he
Oh
wasn't
no, he's
there.
speaking about a specific moment.
Yeah.
Oh,
Six species.
but
Yeah.
Damn.
yeah,
was
the
tough.
Next podcast. Next podcast.
Yeah.
Next podcast.
next podcast.
Yeah, we have to go. I'm a little
Where?
tipsy, okay?
I was
It's
like,
time
okay,
to go.
where are we
Yeah,
going?
it's time ago.
Oh, this podcast flew by. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
it
This
did.
honestly did. I'm trying to figure out. Go get yourself some citrus.
Have-
Citrus.
Have you seen this thing on
Citrus
TikTok?
slice.
It's like a
It's delicious.
it's kind of like a White Claw, but it's non-carbonated water that's
So-
alcoholic. It's
Moment.
just flavored water that's alcoholic, and I want to taste it because I want to know what that tastes like. It's still water. It's not
I know
even
what to do.
sparkling water.
What you do is you get a White Claw, you open it and just leave it out for a day, and then that's what it tastes like. Uncarbonated White Claw. Like it's the same thing.
I am so fucking excited for. What's it called? I am so excited. What's it called when it's fake? Synthetic. I am so excited for synthetic
Oh, yeah.
synthetic alcohol. It's gonna come soon. It's
What is
based. It's
synthetic alcohol.
synthetic alcohol is alcohol that it's not real alcohol. It's just a liquid that makes your brain think that you're drunk. So you
Oh,
never.
that's pretty sick.
So it doesn't go into your bloodstream. It doesn't fuck up your brain. All it
No
does is
hangover.
it's a chemical compound that's like safe for you to drink that goes directly to your brain. It's basically like a drug that makes you feel drunk, no hangover in the morning. You don't get alcohol poisoning. It could be a little dangerous because, you know.
People are
It's
just gonna be
synthetic.
drunk full
Addiction.
time and be fine with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one
yeah.
thing that alcohol is like the only thing that makes people not be consistent alcoholics is that hangover the next day. If people could be drunk and not be
Don't get
hungover, that's it. That's it, man. So many
Don't get
people.
hungovers.
No?
No,
Oh,
because they
Oh, I didn't
immediately
know
get
that.
up and start drinking.
Oh,
makes sense.
shit.
You connect it. In Mexico, they say you connect. When you're so fucked up, the next morning they say just connect it and keep drinking
they
and then
get it
get
from
rid of it.
Alcoholics, pretty much. That's what they do.
Bro,
They
that's
literally
genius.
get up and drink.
Fuck. I mean,
That's
not good.
crazy.
But
Yeah, it's not good at all.
no, no, don't do it. We don't recommend. PCC doesn't recommend.
3C does
Yeah.
not recommend. Don't become an alcoholic.
Then you-
But if you do,
PS5 sucks ass, says
And
and
I hate
by
the new
the
party
way.
system.
I hate the new
So
party system,
Daniel,
man.
I still want that PS5, man.
We just
You
have to
just
get
want the
used to
story
it, eh?
games. You just want the story
do.
games.
Yeah, I just wanna
Of
play
course.
story
I
games.
also want the story games.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end it because we're
okay.
past
And
our
just keep-
time. We're gonna rate Sat Kiwi. She's playing Minecraft,
Minecraft.
I think.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, she's playing
Make sure
some
you say hi to
Minecraft.
Star Kiwi.
Go say hi to Sat Kiwi. She's cool.
Give her a lot of love.
Yeah, not too much though, but cause she's my girlfriend.
Whoa.
But anyway,
Yeah, it's
Vic-
all year.
okay, give her all the love you want. But anyway, so
Medium.
yeah, see y'all later. We'll be here
Bye.
Wednesday, right?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. We'll
Yeah.
be here. We'll be here Wednesday for another group stream. Peace
Wednesday's
out.
My grandma's birthday.
Bye, people.
Later.
Bye.
Happy Thanksgiving. Maybe. No.
Over
Bye.
Thanksgiving.
No,
Bye.
next week. Next week.
Next week.
Okay, we rated.
Bro, we had like 15 viewers consistently for
Yeah.
this fucking podcast.
Yeah, that was
man.
weird. That was
probably
cool
should.
though.
That was not weird.
But
That
this
was
is my
lit.
stream
What
Yeah,
do
it
you
was
mean?
Because
lit.
we were talking
So
about
maybe
more
I'll talk about it.
interesting,
Yeah.
in-depth shit that